Michael Arnold here again, and I wanted to give you 3 simple tips to help make presentations and getting appointments a whole lot easier. First one is when you're on a presentation, or actually before you go on the presentation, it's really important to do your homework. What do I mean by that? I mean do some research on who it is you're going to see. Yeah, it does seem pretty obvious to maybe check out their website and learn a little bit about the company, but how often do you really look at the website and learn about the history of the company, what their products are, maybe who some of their competitors are, even doing another web search and seeing are there any articles pertaining to the company. You might be surprised at what you learn. Then, when you're at the appointment with the prospect, you know at least a little bit more about them, but also you can use it to ask questions. They're going to be very impressed that you took the time to learn a little bit about them and not just walked in cold as a waste of time doing any homework prior to that. That was number 1. Number 2 is how can you be helpful to the prospect? Whether you do business together or not, it's really important to let them feel that this is a relationship that's going back and forth. What I mean by this is ask the prospect, who's a good referral for you? What type of businesses do you deal with? How can I help find clients for you? They'll appreciate that, and it'll create a different relationship as opposed to one where all you're looking to do is take. The third point that I wanted to bring up is to ask a question about what do they want. Now this applies not only when you're in front of a prospect, but also if you're telemarketing and you've got them on the phone, you're trying to get the appointment. A really safe question to ask them is, if I could wave a magic wand, and whether it's my firm, the current firm, or anybody else's, what would you like to see improved upon, or what would you like to see changed? The reason I word it this way is it puts the prospect in a very safe place, where they don't feel like they're incriminating the current firm and saying anything bad about them. They're not committing to your firm because they haven't yet. They don't know enough about you yet. So you're putting them in a safe environment to design, if you could do anything and receive anything in an accounting relationship, what would you like to see? From there, they're going to give you some information on what's been a problem, as well as what do they see as the solution. This is where a conversation can really begin to put together an idea of how can we work together better. So those are 3 tips for you to use this week. Happy selling.